Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. LTK here, and we've got a Ganzo knife. Well, do we? We have a knife made by Ganzo. Adimanti brand, I guess is what we're saying here, okay? And everything goes back to Instagram, Facebook, Ganzo, okay? So, okay. All packaged up like Ganzo, made by Ganzo. Adimanti, whatever you want to call it. And so that is what's on the face here instead of Ganzo. And then back here, it's the Neformat. So Neformat is the name of the actual model, and Skimen or Skimen is the designer. So, and again, said made by Ganzo. So they've stamped their name all over the place on this. This is a steel frame lock folder. Okay. And we will take it apart and put it back together. Centered. Yeah, a little stiff. Do I like the design? I like the design a lot. I like the design on this a lot. And it comes in orange and green and black, as well as this color. I don't think it comes in brown, but I can't remember right off the bat. But I've seen it in orange and green, not blue though. So I got purple just for the hell of it. I was thinking about green or orange. I mean, all be the same to me. This, I really like the design. And I feel like somebody sat around a table and tried to figure out a way to throw a wrench in the works on this, which this knife being such a cool design, like really kind of a spear point with great piercing and slicing capabilities. And let's throw that out here. Nice and sharp right out of the box, okay? But, you know, I'm not into this. I'm not into steel and titanium frames and then throwing some total different scale on the presentation side. I like it to look the same, front and back. And so this is a big departure from what Ganzo's been doing with a nice liner lock, you know, and the backspacer matching, and like the FH71. I see the FH81 is in discussions or ready to come out like a cleaver style. But, and you can take a look at on the Instagram, take a look at that. But this, I like. I think this is really well done. Not only that, but it's contoured G10. And this is the 71, but then they just stepped way back. First of all, flat, not contoured. And then here you go. There you go, steel. I like this. This is great. It's nice and slick. So you can get no traction. Where, look at this. Yes. G10. What's wrong with G10 with a pattern in it? So you can get some traction, okay? And like the FH11. Yes, okay? And liner lock. All of them been liner locks. Great action. Look at that. Just really beautiful drop on it. FH71. Really pretty damn good drop on this one. This one, steel frame lock. Different setup. Not quite as lovely, but it'll probably be better once we get back and readjust this pivot. Might be screwed down a little tight. Deep carry pocket clip, which you can flip right or left hand. At least we're going to take a look at that closer, but I don't see why you can't. And then you've got a glass breaker on the end, little, looks like ceramic ball there. So that's got to come apart to get this knife apart. Backspacer here looks like just a standard kind of G10 thing, and then you've got a lanyard hole that runs through here. If you can thread it through there, kind of get a hook-shaped lead and then pull it through, I guess. Shouldn't be difficult, but I might have cut away that little back section and left an open hole. But I mean, this is a nice design, nice clean look, sharp out of the box. But here's the deal, and I got mine not from Power Cutlery. I haven't seen them on Power Cutlery. They've been out for a while, a month or so, and so I don't know if he's going to carry these. I got this off of Amazon, cost me $42. Got this off of Power Cutlery, cost me $22. And same with this, like 22 bucks, okay? So this is twice the price. Why? I don't get that either, because it's just the same kind of steel, Chinese D2, and so you got Chinese D2 on these, and yet steel, kind of slick on this side. Yeah, good traction on this side. If this was a liner lock, I would think this might be my favorite Ganzo made knife of the bunch. I mean, that's how much I really like this design. Really like it. This destroys it for me. Absolutely destroys it. The backspacer being black, well, yeah, you got that on the FH11 too. But I was thinking they were maturing. They were getting better. You know, really nice traction up here on the FH71. And probably should have pulled a 41 off of my shelf, because 41 and this one are my two favorites. But I thought, okay, contouring, really nice traction on this backspacer, great action, liner lock, looks the same front and back. And meanwhile, we regress to a steel frame lock. I feel like I'm looking at a Kershaw knife from 5 years ago or something like that. I don't know. No. I mean, this is kind of a cheapy way to do this. There's your lockup. 20% is bragging on that. So, and the pass-through's easy to get to, and now I've got it disengaged and got to give it a little help to get it going. So, yeah, it needs a little adjusting on the pivot. So, up here, maybe 3.4, 3.35. Down here, actually cutting edge is probably 3.6. Okay, and that is like 92, 93 millimeters, not quite 8 inches. It is out to the end of the glass breaker, but it's under 8 inches on the scale. And if we pop loose again, 20 centimeters. Okay, let's take a look. 3.4 millimeters. 0.135 inches, 4.45 inch on the scales, 11.4 millimeters wide, so it's not terribly wide. It's a full-size knife, right at 8 inches, with a pretty long cutting edge on this. A little bit of a choil, maybe for sharpening, but nothing you can go forward on. The ergos on this are great. I love the design. I really do. And this just, yeah, oh well. Let's weigh it up. It's a little on the heavy side, not that horrible, but it's 4.24 ounces. The FH71, 3.45. So, yeah, that steel in there, it brought the weight up a little bit, but, you know, you could throw the FH11 on there, and it's almost 4 ounces. So this is 4.2. It's not that big a difference. Okay, not a big, huge difference. So I'm kind of surprised it's not a little heavier. I just don't like the fact that you don't get traction. and you don't have the same look front to back, and that's sad. So, I mean, there's an Ontario rat. I mean, really? I mean, we don't need a steel frame lock there. You know, hey, how about my APOC from CRKT? Okay. How about my P841? I think that's what this is. P843. Front and back, liner lock. I mean, there's no harm in that. And it sure looks more symmetrical. Balance point. There you go. Not bad. Reverse grip. Feels comfortable. Ergos are great. Design is world class. I really like this design. But man, I just... No, I just... I'd love to be in the room when they make decisions on some knives sometimes, wouldn't you? I mean, wouldn't you just like, God, I wish I was in the room. Spyderco, CRKT, Benchmade, whoever it is, like ZT especially, and just like, can I be there? Can I have a vote? Because, boys, what are you doing? I kind of wonder if people make knives that never carry knives. Because if you carry them and you're around them a lot, you start getting it. And I don't think they get this. Detent's pretty good on this knife. I can't throw it out this way and I can't throw it out this way. And you might be able to, I don't know. But I took it outside the camera and gave it a couple of shakes real good and snapped and no. Okay. So the detent holds pretty well. And that is me trying to fail it. Okay. Yeah, I can. I can fail it. There you go. Yeah, I can fail it. But it rolls open pretty easy. I mean, Ganzo, I think they make a really nice knife, especially when you're paying $18 to $22. $42? Wow, now you're starting to talk about some other knives that you could buy. When you get to 40 some dollars, then you're talking about some other knives, including things like the Tuyaknife Bruiser, and, well, some of the best tech G10 models, maybe not the Hornet, but this might be a little bit more. But you're starting to really kind of get there. So do you really want to push that? Because I don't. And then you're definitely in the zone for, competing with the rake knives. And these are 14C28, or this is 12C27, but most of the others are 14C28. And so you're talking about Sandvik. You're not talking about a semi-stainless that can corrode. And recipe unknown on some of the Chinese D2, where Sandvik, yeah. So now, good luck with that. Contoured, nice. You're playing in a different ballpark when you're going into the 40s. And so now, maybe not so much. Because I can buy 2 of these. And you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with this. Or the 41. Or, whatever. So, the 31, the 51. The 51's a nice small one I use almost daily. So I imagine you're sick and tired of me bitching like an old woman about this, but yeah, it is what it is, folks. Let's take it apart. And we can go front or back. I'm wondering which way I want to go. Probably doesn't matter. Let's see which way we're most likely to try and take this apart from. And of course, unlike spinning, seriously. Oh, baby, that was definitely on there, wasn't it? Thank the good Lord for having 2 of those damn number 8s on hand. Wow. Yeah, did you get some on there? I don't know what that was, but baby, that was your money's worth of thread locker going down. Ouch. And here we go to our little number 6s. And let's see where we are on that. Wow. We definitely got it cranked together. Nice spinning pivot, not even a D-shaped. I don't know why they didn't do that. That only makes sense. Another time when you want to be in the room when they talk about it. Here you go. There's your outer scale. And here's your inner liner. And I guess you can take that off without removing that backspacer, which is, without removing the pocket clip. There's the pocket clip, come away. Just sets right in there. In here. So, just like that. Sets it down. Interesting. Okay. Bearings. Oh, here comes the backside. So the presentation side had the screw, the backside had the one piece, and guess what? There's no D shape here, so don't get happy with the thread locker, my friends, well, at least you got access on both sides. That's the cure-all right there. Thank God for small favors. And here's your bearings front and back. It's not too gooped up with stuff, so that's not bad. You can see they weight relieved heavily through this steel, frame, so thank God they did that. That kept the weight to a minimum. And then there's your detamp ball. Of course, over travel stop, keeps it from going too far. And your little back spacer, so. The liner on this side, of course, heavily skeletonized, and it looks like it's stonewashed as well. All right, looks like we got everything laid out. The frame, of course, there's your blade stop, which you can remove, and we'll put it right back in. Backspacer, no need to remove it, but you can take it right off, right there. Liner and scale for the presentation side, and the blade, and of course the steel bearings. So really doesn't look any more elegant than your standard $20 shooter from Ganzo as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know where the extra, where double the price is gone as far as that's concerned. But yeah, and not impressed as far as build quality being a whole lot better one way or the other. All right, want to put our pivot through here. Want to put some bearings. Want to put some juice. Maybe we'll get this thing to behave better, at least from an action standpoint. This will definitely be one that'll be on a future table sale. Although, since I paid full retail, that just puts me at a situation where I lose money. But that one. Definitely not in my keeper pile. And now we need to figure out to set this down. Okay. And There we go, just like that. So we're up here, snug back in into where a pocket clip was, and scale presentation side going back on. It's not difficult to take apart and put back together. Hopefully I don't have to hold the other side to snug this down adequately, and I might have to. Who knows? Okay. And little number 6s. Middle position here. Okay. Okay, good. Now where are we? We're not centered yet. That's because we got a lot of play, which means we've got to tighten this down still a bit. Okay, well, I think I can do it without, I think we're good. And we're a little too good, I think. Back me off a little bit. We're still centered. Pretty good. Okay, now, see, that was just slam jam tight, way too tight. Now you can actually have some action in there. Looks centered to me. You tell me. Check blade play. No, there's no blade play. So we're good. I mean, I think they just had it pounded together a little too hard. Now, the action is beautimous. Yes, it is. Nice. Back with this one. I guess I didn't show you the box. There's not much to see in the box, but here you go. If you want to pause and read. Ukrainian. It's called Neformat because this knife transcends the common knife formats and usual knife trends. It does. It transcends the common knife formats and usual knife trends. You mean nobody's figured out how to do a frame lock or War of the Worlds? They've been doing that for like, God, I don't know how many years. But yeah, I'm pretty much tired of this. But yeah, how long have they been doing this? Long time. How does it transcend the usual knife formats? I don't see anything on here that looks new, unusual, trendy, anything. But I do like the design. I think the design is wonderful, and no better way to completely screw the pooch than give you two halves of a knife in one. Neither one matches. Congratulations. God forbid you have to follow this sad, tired, old format of $22, contoured G10, actually lighter weight. Yeah, God forbid. I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much. You know what we do around here. We love them knives. And you guys stay sharp.